What is the Best Ranger competition?
Well, it started out when I was commander here. There was a fellow, I heard about a gentleman who's a very wealthy real estate entrepreneur in Florida, and involved in, I guess, mall building malls here and there and everywhere. But he's a great admirer of the Army and what it's done over the years for this country. And he had selected, and this is a good selection, and a good place to do it, he had selected a drill sergeant of the year out at Sand Hill, out where they have the one-station unit training, where we train all our infantry soldiers in basic training. And he had developed an award for the outstanding, maybe of several drill sergeants. And it was called, it was named after someone he knew, some colonel he knew, who had been a remarkable infantry colonel in World War II, I guess. I'm sure that's true. And I went out to meet him. It was going on. The award ceremony was going on. I went out and had lunch with him out at the training center, and I was really impressed with him. And I thought he was doing a wonderful thing for the Army and for the infantry. And I certainly endorsed what that award meant. And that was generally it. But I met this gentleman, and his name was Richard Leandri. And he loved doing this. He liked to do this. And so we became pretty good friends. And I encouraged what he was doing. But we had talked about rangers, and I got him to see a ranger. I guess got a ranger briefing, and he saw a ranger graduation or something like that. I don't know what it was. But then at the time I was leaving, I was getting promoted. I was going out to take command of the 6th Army out in San Francisco, and I left. But I had two colonels. One commanded the Airborne department then, and the other had the Ranger department. And when I left, it wasn't my idea. These two colonels got together and said, we're going to have a competition for the best Rangers. And I guess they got with Leandri, and Leandri said, that's a good idea, I'll endorse that. And he formed an organization called the Airborne Rangers. They even developed their own patch. They had a patch for the Airborne Ranger, and these were wealthy Floridians, really. And it started with those folks, and they're the ones that did it. The first one was, then they planned one, and they wanted to name it after me, and they did. I mean, that's a great honor to me. It wasn't my idea. But they did that, the two colonels. I don't know if they're both alive. I know one, Gene Hawkins, is gone now. He passed on. And the other is, I can't pull the name. You're going to have to do that for me. But anyway, he had the Ranger department. Those two got together, and they did that. They put that together. They started the Best Ranger. And I was gone. I didn't go to the first Best Ranger. It was only done by the Ranger department. And that meant the 3 camps had participants. But it was done on the main post. And my wife, she came back from California to do that. I couldn't do it. I was just taking over that Army. But I made every other one. I made 31. This will be about 32nd one. I made 31 of them. And it's gotten better every year. I mean, there's more people supporting it, and there's more people attending it. We've talked and it's convinced everybody ought to have people here. And every year now, we always have every unit in the Army, combat unit in the Army is just about here. And if they can be, a lot of them have been away they're in combat. They're over in Iraq or Afghanistan the last few years, say 13 years. But at any rate, and this year, most of them will be represented. And they'll have teams here. And some of the special units, special operations units, and the Ranger Regiment and the Ranger Training Brigade, 75th Ranger Regiment, rather, and the Training Brigade, they'll have people. We'll have about 50 teams, 100 men, 100 of the best soldiers in the United States Army will be here to compete.
You've kind of alluded to this, and when we were doing the book a couple of years ago, and I got to talk to a lot of the former winners, It was amazing how important and influential the Best Ranger competition was on their lives.
Yeah.
And they're very open and honest about that.
Yeah.
Why do you think this competition is so important to the competitors?
Well, they're certainly all very proud of what they've accomplished before they even come here. But they know it's here. You know, it's another challenge to them. I mean, they came here in the first place because they knew there was a Ranger course, and they knew that there was something. If you're a soldier, and if you're a combat soldier, if you really want to be one, it sure helps if you've got the Ranger tab. You know, and so they wanted to do that. Then they hear about the Best Ranger competition. Now, who's really the best Ranger? Then it really gets to be challenging to these kind of people. These are special folks, and they're special kind of folks that are going to be winners no matter what they do. If they never even came in the Army, they would have been winners. And but they want to stay. They like being a soldier too. And if you're going to be a soldier, you want to be the best soldier. And it's just logical that I'm going to come to Benning and I'm going to show them that I am the best soldier. Those are the kind of people you're dealing with. And it's not just, you know, and I tell them, I'll tell them tomorrow morning, it's not being the winner. It's just doing that. It's like Iron Man. It's like Iron Man. It's like escaping Alcatraz. It's like the 100-mile run in Virginia. You know it's there, and it just bugs the hell out of you that you haven't tried it. They're the kind of people that want to try it. And it pays off in industry, and it pays off in the U.S. Army. You know, this. I can take a risk. You're not a gambler. You're not a wild person. You're not going to get anybody hurt because you're reckless. You're going to do a job that you're told to do, which is a nasty, dirty job. And if it's a military one, it could even end up, you know, losing people's lives, including your own. And you're going to do it right. You know, you're going to win. You're going out there to win. You're not going out there just to play. You're going out there to do what you're told to do as a soldier, but you're going to do it right and you're going to save lives.